I wanted to talk about NoFap a little bit. You know, my experience with it and like my addiction, quote unquote. Where do we start? All right, so I guess the addiction started when I was like maybe 11. First, you know, it started off with like cartoons and like seeing anime and it sounds so stupid, but this started off with, I guess, seeing like hot girls on TV or some shit, or on freaking like MTV and shit. No, 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 no. Listen, bro. Yes, I know. 11 is a very early age to have a porn addiction, and that's why I'm so fucking against it nowadays, because that shit rotted my brain, bro. But you said I'm a hornball? Dude, relax, man. Let me get to the story. Holy shit. But yeah, it started off when I was 11, and I think, bro, I didn't even know how to fucking use my dick, bro. All I just knew was like, I just felt like my shit would get hard whenever I would see like a hot girl or something on TV. So I was just kind of experimental, but I was kind of just like questioning, like, okay, all right, I have a dick, bro. Like, how the fuck this shit work, bro? Like, these women are hot. So, at the time, like, I would watch YouTube videos and shit like that, and I would look up like stupid YouTube videos like hot girls on YouTube, because like I didn't know what porn was, so I would just look up like hot looking girls on YouTube and shit, and then I would see it and I'd be like, damn, bro, these bitches are bad, bro. Like, I don't know, I didn't know how to fucking beat off my dick, bro. But like, yeah. Anyways, fast forward to like when I was 12 or something. He said, no way in my mind. When I was 11. I did the same thing. Okay, see, y'all can relate. So, you know, fast forward, I think like a year later, I'm not gonna get into details with it, but I figured out how to fucking beat off my dick. So, that shit fucking fucked me up. I would, at the time, I didn't have like an actual phone. I had like an iPod. Actually, no, I think the first time I ever saw porn was on my flip phone, but it was a dare. Like, my friend told me to look up like X Hamster, and I thought it was like a gaming website or like a flash game website, and I looked it up on my flip phone at the time. This is like 2010 or 11 or some shit. I think I was like 10 or 11, and I saw fucking porn. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? You're gonna get me in trouble. How do you close this out? So yeah, I don't know. He is probably my early introduction to porn. But fast forward, I got my fucking first iPod. It was like an iPod Touch 4, and this was when I couldn't get an iPhone because I had this fucking BlackBerry looking Android phone. I couldn't really do shit with it because it had like this really text pad, or like you couldn't really do as much cool shit as with the iPod Touch. Like, the cool kids back then had iPod Touches because we couldn't get iPhones, so we had the next best thing. So I had an iPod Touch, and you know, one day I was just fucking curious as shit, cause you know, I kind of knew what porn was, but I didn't really know what porn was. I didn't know the correct terminology for it, so I just looked up naked girls on Google. I looked up naked girls on Google, and then, yeah, to my surprise, I looked up naked girls, and I started seeing images of naked girls, and I was like, what the fuck? I just got instantly, like, overstimulated with all this fucking porn, and all these bitches, like, fucking with their pussies out and their ass out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so fucking nice. Like, holy shit. But, you know, yeah, my addiction started. And that whole fucking summer, I figured out what porn was. Because this was the summer before my 6th grade year. Or summer before 7th grade year. And I was just like, holy fuck, this is awesome. So, you know, it just went from, you know, beating my dick off like maybe once a week or something to like once every other day. To then once every fucking day, bro. Like, I wouldn't go a day without fucking beating my dick off because I was so fucking addicted to the dopamine rush. I was like, fuck, man, I don't have to talk to girls. I can just beat off my dick, you know? I was just fucking addicted to porn. I would just look it up. I would look up the weirdest shit, bro. Like, I don't even want to get into details with it, bro. But trust, I wasn't watching anything crazy like pooping porn. Like, you know that porn when people like shit on each other? Bro, that's disgusting. I don't know how the hell people get hard to that. After a while, you know, I had like a fucking shitty ass porn addiction for like throughout my high school years, and it kind of halted my, I guess, progression, or it just kind of halted my social skills with girls. I would avoid girls completely. I was just very awkward at talking to girls, bro. Like, it even got so fucking terrible to the point where like I would ask my friends to ask girls out for me. Like, there was this one girl I used to be attracted to. Like, this was in middle school, bro. I had a huge crush on her, bro. And I'm not gonna say her name. I'm just gonna say her name starts with an M. The funny thing is, my friend at the time, his name started with an M. They both had the same names, but it was just spelled different. My friend M, he was a boy, he had the same name as this girl, so like he was automatically friends with this girl, you know, because they had the same name. So like they kind of clicked it off. So I had a huge crush on M, the female M, and you know, I was so fucking like scared to ask her out because we had the same classes together. I told my friend M, the male M, to ask her out for me, and I gave him a little slip and a note to talk, like to tell her to ask her out, and she rejected me because, you know, I was fucking pussy. You know, that kind of fucking halted my social skills with girls. So like I would just get rejected a lot. I was ugly as fuck. I had a fuck ton of acne. I was kind of chubby too back then. So, you know, of course bitches didn't really like me. It wasn't until like high school I kind of, you know, started to control my urges. I was still kind of addicted to porn, but I started to realize, like, looking back at it, like, some girls were attracted to me and genuinely wanted to talk to me. Like, some girls would make excuses to talk to me and shit. Like, I remember back when I had, like, track practice and shit, you know, there was this one girl that wanted to talk to me, like, during and after track practice, and I didn't take the hints. And she was actually really cute, too. So, you know, just shit like that. It just made me, like, less socially adept. Like, I was super socially inept. I didn't know how to fucking talk to girls or people. So it wasn't until like when I was like 18 or 19 was when I started to like I started to go through that whole self-improvement shit, and I really wanted to break out of my porn habits because I realized it was really fucking me up. I could barely talk to girls, bro. I went through a whole like self-improvement phase when I was like 18, 19, and then I started going to the gym. I started doing NoFap. I think the longest I ever went doing NoFap was like, I think 50 something days, but then after that I was just like, fuck man, I need a bus, bro. I'm playing. But yeah, it really did help me build discipline. It helped me, you know, learn how to control my urges and whatnot. So that's really good. During that time, I learned to build more social skills and talk to women. And, you know, nowadays I don't really beat my dick off like that, bro. I talk to girls, and I'm talking to a girl right now that, you know, I like. And, you know, I don't have to fucking beat off my dick. So, yeah, man, ultimately, you know, I don't think that porn shit is healthy for anybody. The younger, and it's kind of sucks nowadays because like kids have iPads they're out the womb, bro, or iPhones the second they're out the womb, and you know they can look up anything. And imagine getting addicted to fucking porn at 7 or 8, bro. That's not good. Then you're just gonna grow up like you won't be able to talk to girls or anything. You're just gonna be fucking shitty at conversation or social skills. Like every time you fucking look at a girl, you're just gonna fucking want to nut. Like girls. Like no, bro. Like you feel me? Whenever I see like a hoe or a thought or like niggas that support OnlyFans and shit like that, I just get so disgusted because I know how that shit affected my psyche, and I know like long term that's not good for anybody to be watching, and I know it's not something to support. Like yeah, cool. Like, yeah, get your money, girl. Do whatever you want to do. Become a fucking, I don't know. Do whatever you want to do to make money. But I don't respect the profession. Because one, it's an easy way to make money. There's no fucking skill that goes into it. And two, you're kind of fucking up the minds of people that are watching it. Granted, it is their own choice to watch that shit. But at the end of the day, bro, you're still just fueling. You're like a fucking supplier of a drug. Like selling weed or supplying a drug. Like, yeah, you might not be doing something wrong because you're just trying to get your peas at the end of the day and sell your fucking drugs and shit, but you're still affecting that person at hand and they're getting addicted to that substance, you feel me? Yeah, that's how I kind of view porn, and that's why like I go so hard on like thoughts and like NoFap and shit. I'm not saying you gotta go on NoFap, but just try to, you know, limit your urges to beat your meat and try to talk to girls and try to get to know girls and, you know, get it the normal way. Don't just fucking destroy your dopamine receptors and, you know, your pleasure pathways, you feel me? I struggled a lot with like my whole NoFap situation, and I hope you guys can get better if you guys are like struggling with like porn and shit, because it's not healthy for anybody, man. Because I can only imagine like people that are 30-year-old virgins because they just don't know how to talk to girls. Yeah, and not only the fact that it's just not healthy for you from like a social standpoint as well, it's not healthy for you from like a psychological standpoint too, because when you're beating off your dick, bro, like the whole point of releasing that energy is to get like a huge dopamine release to, you know, feel good. And when you're constantly just like burning your dopamine receptors and you're just doing that shit every day, it's gonna make simple things in life like, you know, running or exercising or just talking to people boring, because you're just gonna always want that fat ass dopamine release all the time. Not beating off your dick all the time just kind of freaking, you know, levels that out, so your dopamine levels aren't always high all the time, and then you become a junkie, like a dopamine junkie. And that's why a lot of people end up becoming promiscuous, or like they end up becoming I don't know, addicts, because they just want a next fix, bro. Like some people become sex addicts. Like they just want to fuck. You feel me? Because like they can't control their urges and they just fuck anything at sight. So it's always good to control your urges in life, bro. Or else you just become impulsive and make bad decisions. But yeah, bro, that's just my opinion on NoFap and like my porn addiction, my addiction with porn and shit. Hopefully it might help you guys out, but yeah, bro, it is low key uncomfortable to talk about. But hey, I mean, if it helps you guys out, hey man, it is what it is.